Growing up, I tried so many things: basketball, guitar, dancing, singing, theater, art, and the list goes on and on. While I enjoyed many of them, none could compare to another passion of mine: fighting. Growing up, I did karate and later MMA. When I moved away, my family didn't like combat sports, so I tried to convince them to allow me to do fencing instead. But, there's just something exhilarating about a fight. Using your body and mind to overcome an opponent is stimulating. Nothing else can really compare. Even when your body is bruised and sore, and when you feel the blood pumping in your skull, there's just something so special about being in a fight. I remember the first time I got into a real fight outside of my gym. It was at the very end of middle school, and I had just gotten into a disagreement with a friend about something stupid. He threw the first punch, and then I threw the next, and soon enough we were rolling on the floor, punching and kicking. Everything I had learned kind of just flew out the window except for some chokes and grappling tech. It was rough, but by the time we were done, we were just both lying on the floor, breathing hard and groaning. I remember looking at him and smiling. Then we both burst out laughing. I love a good fight. Viral Hit is all about good fights. It's also about dirty fights, and well, a whole lot more. For those not in the know, Viral Hit is a currently airing anime based on the Korean webtoon How to Fight. If we were to break down the story into its main building blocks, it's about a bullied poor kid who uses YouTube to learn to fight and grow his channel into something he and his family can live off of. While that on its own is pretty fun, add in a dash of romance, a sprinkling of YouTube drama, and unimaginable levels of hype, and you get your average arc of Viral Hit. The main character, Hobin Yu, is hard to watch sometimes. He's kind of super goofy, but at the same time, he's just really endearing, especially as the story progresses and he gets more and more fleshed out. So, similar to something like Oshi no Ko, this show does a remarkable job of actually managing to capture the intricacies of content creation for YouTube. And in the first season of the manhwa, building up the channel is the main plot, and it features everything from demonetization to fan manipulation to even call-out culture and cancel culture. One of my favorite things about the webtoon and anime so far is how they capture the commenters. Having streamed and watched a ton of streams these past 2 years, I think they managed to capture chat extremely well, which adds a really neat level of realism. That all is secondary to the fights. Man, the fights really manages to capture the brutality of street fighting and doesn't shy away from showing blood, bruises, and broken bones. It's awesome. There's also a really great sense of escalation. Hobin starts off fighting bullies, then slowly moves his way to fighting thugs, pros, and even gangsters. I love how everything Hobin learns gets utilized as he grows as a fighter. You can see tech he learned in the first 5 chapters used in chapter 200. It's great and really shows how strong fundamentals can be used even at the highest levels. If you love shows where the main protagonists grow, then Viral Hit is perfect for you. Everything in the story develops. Fighters learn new techs or master old ones. They're constantly building their YouTube channels, and the characters get more fleshed out. Every villain or main character gets some sort of development or backstory that deepens our understanding of them, even if it's only just a little bit. Something I really dig about the show in particular is the music. The webtoon did actually feature some music, but the show just brought it to another level. It's just kind of a vibe, and I'm excited to see how they will score some of the upcoming fights. It actually kind of reminded me of Megalobox, if you've seen that. Yeah, really fun soundtrack. And if all of that hasn't convinced you to give it a shot, the show also has some pretty great waifus. Starting from worst to best, we have Psycho, Hobin's hot nurse; Logan Kinkmaster Gracie, Persona 5; Bomi, she doesn't get a fun joke name because she's kind of bland; Boomer, Bomi's mom; Samdak. Man, this season of anime is pretty damn stacked, but out of everything, I think the show that I'm gonna stick around and watch week after week is none other than Viral Hit, How to Fight. So, are you gonna give Viral Hit a shot? I'm probably gonna try to review the series in batches of 3 and see how it stacks up against the webtoon. I've been Scully Sinful, your big bro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, y'all.